Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. In today's video, I want to talk about Game Week 23 and see how well my team did for that week. I also want to talk about Game Week 24 and give you guys a few plans and strategies for that game week and onwards. Now, one of the biggest strategies that I can give you from this video is try your best to hold that transfer. If you got a transfer right now, just hold it. You know, there's a lot of cup games, right? There's a lot of cup games coming through and big teams are playing. You just don't know what can happen. There might be some injuries that we need to sort out. Plus, the January transfers are still here. Some people actually forgot. And we need to be ready for any kind of movement. Okay, so before I go through this, I just want to say that I did a straw poll on my Twitter account. As you can see, basically, I'm going to play Football Manager 2019. I don't know if I'm going to put it on my YouTube or go to Twitch and play. I'm not 100% sure right now what I'm going to do. However, I asked you guys which team I should pick to try and win in the Premier League in Football Manager 2019. And right now, with 93 votes, Bournemouth is winning. I do not know how that happened, but Bournemouth is first place. Liverpool with 35 votes second, and Huddersfield was 17. I think a lot of people picked that is because, you know, they're in the bottom of the league, so it'll probably be more difficult. I think it'll be fun. It'll be something different. This will not affect FPL at all. All I would want from you guys, just to support it if I'm gonna upload some videos for it. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, this thing here, yeah. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I just do a lot of banter stuff. You know, I cannot wait to use my FPL chips. As you can see, he's eating chips. So, as you can see, for game week 23, I got 72 points. Really, really fantastic. Last game week in game week 22, I got 73 and now 72. If I can get 71 in game week 24, it will be amazing. Above the average of 53, decent game week rank as well, and I made 2 free transfers. Now, I removed Harry Kane and I bought in Rashford. And I removed Felipe Anderson and I bought in Sane. And these transfers worked. Thank you so much, guys, for the help. I was kind of thinking about these transfers anyway. I didn't know if I should remove Richarlison or Felipe Anderson. So I just went for Felipe Anderson. You know, a lot of people helped. And I did a live stream on Saturday morning and it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. And you know what? I nearly missed the deadline as well, which is quite epic. So my overall rank right now from 28k, 23,807, which is really good. I think I'm around 25 points behind top 10k, which is really good. I still got all my chips, so looking good so far. Just need to continue and maintain it. So this was my team for game week 23. Producer with 2, yet again, no clean sheets, but what an amazing game. 4-3 to Wolves, beating Leicester. A lot of goals, which was an amazing start to the weekend. Like Raul Jimenez here, you would have expected him to get more than 5 points, but only 1 assist. And as you can see, I had Bennett on my bench with 6. He actually scored a goal from the corner. And yeah, if he kept the clean sheet, bonus points, oof, that would have hurt a lot. But I was not going to play him anyway. Lucas Dean, a lot of people are disappointed. I can totally understand. I mean, if you bought him for this week, then yes, it's a disappointment. But I mean, he has done well. If you had him for a long time, he has done well for us. So, you know, if you add all these numbers up and average it up, I think it's decent amount of points. It's decent amount of returns. However, Luis, I'm not disappointed with him because 8, 6, 12, that is really good amount of returns. But this Chelsea team did not play well at all. I guess Arsenal played better because, you know, they were pressing them. So it was quite difficult for Chelsea to have a rhythm. And it looked like Chelsea was missing someone, you know, one person to kind of, I don't know, they just wasn't clicking well enough. And Hazard being in that attacking position, sometimes it looks really good. but sometimes it's just not right at all. I mean, I'm really disappointed in this game. I wasn't expecting Chelsea to beat Arsenal. I was just expecting some goals, but it didn't really work out. But when an expensive player like Hazard doesn't return good amount of points, it does hurt a lot. Van Dijk with 4. I mean, he's giving me some returns, which I want. Yes, Robertson, again, got higher points than him. It's fine. With a fluky kick, bounced off the defender, went to Salah, and Salah actually scored a really good goal and scored a goal. As you can see here, Liverpool, another epic game, 4-3 to Liverpool. What an amazing game. Salah here scoring 2 goals, bonus 3 points as well. He's collecting a lot of bonus points, which is quite interesting than last season, because last season, you know, he didn't get that many bonus points, but this did now. And people are complaining about the price, right? If you look at the returns, 15, 11, 2, 12, 12, 12, 2, 21. What other player is doing that right now? That's what you have to think about. Appointment as my captain, 30 points. Amazing. So yeah, let's just go from here. I'm just going to go randomly. Richarlison, like Everton team, he only played 64 minutes. It looks like he didn't do much at all. I really want him to move to the wings. To be honest, I don't even know what position I want him here, actually. Sometimes he does well. He's an explosive player. Great fixtures as well for Everton to continue to try and get in some points. But I don't know. And plus, Huddersfield right now has got a new manager, so you know they might be revved up. It might be time for him to actually go. But however, I want to try my best to bank a transfer for game week 24. Obviously, has over 2. Sane, I had to bring a Manchester City player. I just had to. Even though if they got a blank game week in game week 27, I need him. You know, I need a Manchester City player because of this. Sterling did well. Sane did well. He didn't perform really well, actually. But 1 goal, 1 assist. I mean, what else? What else do you want? So, really good return. And I brought him in as well. And it worked out really well. Removing Martial to pull Pogba worked. It was a little, I wouldn't say gamble, but it was an investment that I kind of did, I guess. I removed Martial and I just replaced him with Paul Pogba just because Paul Pogba is on penalties. Him being on penalties gives him a higher chance for him to get some points for us. So he scored a good penalty. He won the penalty. It was a difficult game for Manchester United, winning only 2-1, but still returning. And my voice is nearly gone. I don't know. I'm kind of recovering from a little flu, let's just say. 39%. There is quite a few players that I have that is high owned. However, if you look at David Luiz here, they're not that much, and Patricio. So if my defense actually does well, then I would rank up. So it's fine to have a few players that is got high owned. Even with Raul Jimenez, 24%, it's not as much as you think. So an assist from him, and Rashford again scoring a goal. Just a really good goal as well. So that was my team for game week 23. Overall, an amazing game week for a lot of managers out there. It was fun. There was a lot of goals, and this is what we want. And I'm over the moon. This is a green arrow. If I just need to just continue. I just hope there's no setback for the next game week. But I think if I bank a transfer, then I'll have another advantage in game week 25 and onwards. So that was my game week 23 team. What I'm going to do is quickly talk about some of the fixtures and few players that I want to mention before I go into game week 24. This game here, 4-3 to Wolves. I want to talk to you guys about Jota. Now, a lot of people might remove Richarlison to Jota, because if you look, these fixtures for Wolves are very good. Now, I know what you're thinking. 3 goals? Oh, you're gonna, oh, just because he scored 3, you're gonna now pick him. Well, it's not that, right? You want to try and bring in someone that is kind of on form and he could have a great form throughout the next coming game weeks. Great fixtures, right? Plus, before his injury or before he was out, here, Bournemouth assisted. Newcastle game, he scored and he assisted. And his Chelsea game, he scored. So when he actually plays, he does a decent amount of returns. And with these fixtures are looking really good, and plus people trying to remove Richarlison for a cheaper player, maybe he might be an option. Bournemouth 2-0 against West Ham. Obviously, we've got Liverpool here. I spoke about Firmino, on my video. I spoke about him on my Twitter. Tripling up on Liverpool attack probably is the best thing to do. Maybe 1 defender and 2 midfielders, or maybe even Firmino, like Salah and Firmino, and maybe Van Dijk or Robertson, so one of them. And he worked out. Even Mane was on the score sheet as well. So if you have a chance, if you saved up a transfer and you want to change things up, maybe he's a good option. If you look at these fixtures, oh, so good. Leicester at home as well. Leicester's manager is under threat. He might get sacked. We don't know. And plus, Leicester is not really playing that well. I mean, they are scoring, but they're conceding a lot of goals. So maybe bringing another Liverpool player could help. Manchester United here, good run for Manchester United, to continue bringing us some points. Cardiff here. Now, if you look at Cardiff, yes, Arsenal game is going to be difficult, but after that, they got decent amount of fixtures to get something. So maybe getting a Cardiff defender or something would be ideal. Southampton beating Everton here. You know what? Southampton's got really cheap players. And I think there was one video where I spoke about bringing in Southampton players. I went for Cedric, but I didn't know he was not going to play. But they got a few cheap options. Now, I don't know about this guy that is 5 million. But if you look at the fixtures, at least for the short term, Crystal Palace, Burnley, and Cardiff. These are decent. And if you look at like the history, they beat Everton, they beat Leicester, they drew against Chelsea. So the last 3, they did pretty well. So it looks like they're on form. And if you want a cheaper option, then definitely maybe this defender here that is 3.9. I mean, that's probably one of the cheapest defenders that you can get that actually plays. And like this Arsenal game, now the only player that I am afraid of is Aubameyang. Because if you look at Arsenal's next fixture and the fixtures after this Manchester City game, is fantastic. So the only player that will ruin my rank would be Aubameyang, because Aubameyang is high owned. And of course, Manchester City here, a lot of goals. They've still got decent fixtures. Even these back-to-back home games, they can score a lot of goals. So that's why I went with another Manchester City, so I don't lose them points. I think I did that before, where there was a blank game week for a player, for a team, and then I just didn't pick any of their players, and they did really well. And Spurs against Fulham here, 2-1. So it's really difficult to pick a Spurs player. If you want to go for someone, right now it's going to be Eriksen. Dele Alli is injured. I don't know how long he's out for, so we need to find out how long he's gone for. Maybe a defender as well. I'm not 100% sure about which one. I guess Toby here probably is more nailed on than others. But if you look at these fixtures here, 3 back-to-back home games, which is quite crazy. So that was the fixtures. Let me go to my team. I would say try your best to bank a transfer or keep a transfer as long as possible. There's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of changes. We're going to find out a lot of like double game weeks and blank game weeks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is try my best to bank a transfer. Now, I got a decent amount of, actually got really good team for the next game week. 2 Liverpool players against Leicester. 2 Everton players here against Huddersfield. But Huddersfield right now got a new manager, so that might all change. Sane against Newcastle, I just hope that he plays. Paul Pogba and Rashford against Burnley at home, which is great fixtures for them. Raul Jimenez against West Ham. West Ham still concedes. I was thinking to have Bennett, but you know what? I'm going to leave him there first bench because I think there's still a chance for Wolves to actually try and get in something. It's just because West Ham doesn't really have a decent striker to kind of help them out. So what I'm going to do is do my preview video on Friday or Saturday, and I will gather a lot of information and talk about more about Game Week 24. So this is my team so far, and yeah, if you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to go through them and help you guys out. Follow me on Twitter, and yeah, and I hope you guys will like additional content which will not affect FPL at all. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for support. Sorry if this video went for longer than usual, but it's nice to get as much information out as possible. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.